Yo, 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 yo. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, yeah, we on. I'm going to give it a couple minutes for people to join the chat and the stream. The McCoy group. Yep, you're the first one here. Welcome. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate it. In the meantime, I'll just play. Excuse me. In the meantime, I'll just play like a beat or something while we're waiting for people to get in here. I'm just drag something in here for the time being. Hope everyone's having a good morning so far for those of you that are here. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes before we get people in here. Before I get started, I'm gonna let the chat build up for a sec. And really quickly, for those of you that are here, can you guys type the number 1 and let me know that you guys can hear me clearly and the music clearly? That would be greatly appreciated. Ruckus TV, how you doing? So the McCoy group, you can hear me clearly and the music? Hey guys, Jaguar MC, how you feeling? So you guys can hear me clearly, right? This stream was super late. Alright, I'm gonna get okay, perfect. I'm gonna get started in a second. Let me just transfer this file over. Make a fire beat. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do in a second. Right now, I'm just transferring the file over. What the heck? 1 second. All right, I'm about to get started right now. I was just making space on my hard drive. I don't understand how I got so full so quickly. Let me try this. Alrighty. All right, you guys ready? I guess question is, am I ready? Y'all been waiting for me the whole time. Dara JT, how you feeling, my guy? One second, let me just send out. All right, sorry guys, I know I'm taking forever. I'm just posting on Instagram that I'm going live so I can get some of the homies in here and all those good things. All right, so let's get started. Yep, let's do this. Okay, so first off, I want to thank you guys for, you know, supporting my last drum kit, Ogas Drum Kit Volume 4 that just dropped last month now, I want to say. Um yeah, you guys are fantastic. I appreciate you guys for supporting and getting a copy, and you guys have been making some crazy fire. You guys have been making beats and posting it on YouTube, and I'm sorry, not YouTube, Instagram and Twitter, and you guys have been doing some crazy stuff with the kit. So yeah, thank you guys once again for that. That means a lot to me and Slap Experts crew. But also, speaking of the Slap Experts crew, we have a new free sample kit by the homie Nabeyin. And for those of you that that listen to my music on Spotify or Apple Music, and you guys realize that Nabeyin is pretty much one of my brothers at this point when it comes to this music thing. We've done so much music together. I want to say that we have the most, like, out of all the producers that I've worked with in my career, I have the most collabs with that guy. We literally talk every day, and I'm just glad that he's finally putting out his. It's not an official sample kit, but it's a kit that's gonna be pretty much teasing the official kit. It's actually titled Oasis Sample Pack. Um, Let me actually show you guys right now what it consists of. Sounds from pros. Where's it at? All right, so now I'd be in Oasis. So in order for you to get this kit, you have to be signed up. You would have to have been signed up for the sign up to the newsletter, because this kit is actually not even out yet. The sample kit comes out on the 5th. But for those of you that are on the mailing list, you get an early release of the kit. So if you want the kit, go ahead and sign up to the mailing list by going to slapexpress.com, or you can go to the link that's in my description, and you'll be able to get it from there as well, and it'll give you the instructions on how to get the kit, pretty much. But yeah, man, Nabeyin, he's super dope at sample making. He has crazy melodies, and the way he processes his sounds are amazing. Um, yeah, this dude is definitely top tier when it comes to these things. So, um, he's good at all around. I will say, but his sample game is just crazy. So I'm about to show you guys what's in the sample kit, and I'm gonna go ahead and cook up with a couple of them, and then hope you guys, go and get that free kit. It's free. I mean, there's more. There's no more to really say to that. It's a free drum or a free sample kit. So yeah, let me show you guys what's in it and what it consists of. So as a matter of fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and drag all of the samples into the playlist just so we can see. All right. So the sample kit's gonna have 6 samples in it, but in the full folder, you're gonna have one shots. You're gonna have the MIDI files for the samples, and you're gonna have the stems as well. So if you want to take one sound out of a loop, you can go ahead and manipulate from there. You don't have to use the whole sample. And then obviously the one shot you can make your own melodies, which sounds similar to the samples that he created. What's the deal to the chat room? I mean, I'm chilling, man. 14 people. I really do appreciate the 14 people that are in here. If you feel like there should be more people in here, just spread the word, share this with people, let them know that they need to be here. Yeah, man. I just be chilling. I mean, of course, I would like more people in here just so they can see all the free content that they can get, that they could potentially get, But they will soon, they will soon come. But anywho, so here is one of the samples right here. So as you can see, the samples are going to be labeled as slap experts, obviously. The name of the sample, the key of the sample, and the BPM, so that you guys will never be lost trying to figure out how to, add stuff to the sample. For those of you that can't necessarily, I'm not gonna say can't play keys, but it's just more hard for you to figure out what keys stuff is in. That's already gonna be labeled for you. And then what's it called? Yeah, and all of them are pretty much gonna be, labeled like that. So there's literally no reason for you to be scared to take on a sample. So this one right here is 80 BPM, so I can just set the whole thing to 80 BPM, and now we're locked into tempo. And as you can see, it's like perfectly cut off, no issues. But yeah, let me go ahead and get into the sound and show you what it's talking about. Oh, let me turn it up a little bit. So that's one sample in there. So this could be, so that one's called Approved. The next one I'm going to play is called Get Light. Oh, let me move my phone. Or maybe it's my buffer size. I don't know. That's weird. There we go. How do you time shift having to right click detect tempo? So since I haven't locked anything into grid, whenever I move the tempo, it's gonna change the size of the sample. Right now, it's just the raw file in the playlist. I haven't locked anything to grid, so that's why they were all moving like that. You said video description says slap experts. Hold on, let me just play this. So that's the second sample right there. 1 second. Let me make sure that the link is working for you guys. Yeah, so if you go to the link in my bio, it's going to take you straight to the sampler pack. It's only 110 megabytes. And all you got to do is put in your email address and your first name and click Give Me Free Sampler. And then blam, you got it. But so that was the second sample right there. So this could be the next one. This could be called "Glorious Day," and this the key of C minor, BPM 148. So I'm just going to put it to 148. I guess I really don't have to change the BPM, but I just want to do that just to show you guys that when you put it at the BPM that is set on there, it's locked in, it's perfectly lined up on grid. I've been making music for about 13 years now. That's crazy. So that was the third one. Actually, I'm tripping. There's actually only 5 samples in this kit. I thought I looked like there were 6 of them, so my bad on that. So here we go. We have this next one called Slauson Avenue in the key of B. Oh no, yeah, in the key of B, at 84 BPM. So let's go ahead and throw that in 84 BPM. And just to show you, like I said, you put it at the BPM that it said, it's gonna lock in. But obviously, once you lock it to tempo, you can change the tempo or fit the tempo. It's gonna lock it into grid, and then you can go ahead and do whatever you want with it. This is crazy. So that one's called Slauson. And last but not least, this one's going to be called Stay Home in the key of E sharp minor, 120 BPM. So I'm going to go ahead and set that to 120 BPM just so you guys can see that it is locked into, well, not locked in, but everything is snapped on grid. Everything's all clean. There you have it. This one is crazy. So yeah, that's that one. All right, so before I actually get into the flip, I'm gonna answer a couple questions in here. So it says, are you able to stretch and lock multiple samples to the grid at once, or do you have to do that for each sample one by one in FL Studio? For the most part, you kind of have to. And if there is a way to do it, I don't know how, but I've never come across a situation where I had to, unless I got stems from someone. But usually, when I get stems from someone that they just want me to put drums on or add to, I just leave it as is. But usually, yeah, I'm always just going to I'm just gonna just fit the tempo on just that one sample. So in this case, I would just, like, if I was gonna be using this one, I would just go click the top left corner and hit fit the tempo, and it just hit 120 estimated. So now now that it's locked into grid, I can change the tempo to whatever I want, and it's gonna move to whatever tempo I'm setting it to. But let's go ahead and start a new session. I'm gonna go ahead and flip one of these from scratch. Do I have any beat battle tutorials? No, I don't, but I will make some soon. I'm trying my best to be more consistent for you guys, because I know you guys have been asking for so many different tips and tricks and stuff like that in FL. But I promise you guys, I'm gonna get to it. I've just been super busy. Let me. I'm gonna do this one. Get light. Yeah, this is the one. All right, so this says 130 BPM. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and fit the tempo. And a guy like me, I don't care about the key because I'd be switching keys all the time. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pitch this down like 2 steps. Yeah. And if I want to, I have the stems to this sample, so I can go ahead and strip it down if I want to. Like I'll show you guys right now. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do that right now. That way you guys can see how I can actually arrange this without having to do a bunch of other crazy stuff to it. Let me. I don't understand. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, this loop is crazy. Yeah, this, like I said, this dude Nabeyin is a beast. We've got so much stuff together, it's ridiculous. Like he'll go crazy with the samples, and I just go in on drums, and sometimes I'll do a sample and he'll do drums. Like we just go back and forth. Our chemistry is out of this world. Like I said, out of all the producers that I've worked with, me and Nabeyin have the most most beats together. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and select all those. Oh, you know what? I do know how to lock everything to grid. I'm tripping. So I forgot. So all you do, you go to tools, you go to macros, and then you go to switch all audio clips to real time stretching, and then hit OK. So now when I switch the tempo, it's all locked in. So right now, I'm at 136 BPM, and now I can switch to 157, and there you have it. Will black to ever come through? Will law come? One of these days for sure. I mean, we've both been super busy, but it always comes up in conversation. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Hey, shout out to Nabeyin. He's actually in the group or the chat right now, guys. All right, let's go ahead and add some drums to this. Like I said, if you guys want to get this kit right now, just hit the link in my bio. It's gonna be at the very bottom, and as soon as you click it, it's gonna take you to it's gonna take you to a page where you just put in your email address and your first name, and then you click to give me the free sampler, and then boom, you have it. And if for some odd reason, if it doesn't work, just visit slapexperts.com and then sign into the emailing list, and it'll be sent to you immediately. All right. This beat's gonna be pretty cool. consolidate these hi-hats real quick. And all these drum sounds that I'm using right now are going to be from my latest drum kit. So if you guys want these drums, visit slapexperts.com and use it exactly how I'm using it right now. Same drums and the same melodies you can be using right now. All right, now that we got that. This sample is so crazy. How come you use step for the grid instead of line? So when you have it set to step, it automatically quantizes whatever you're recording into. As far as MIDI goes, like if you're recording chords or like a drum pattern, when you have it set to step, it's gonna just quantize it. Line just does. It's just like you're pretty much just recording freely. Like it doesn't quantize anything. It's just however it's receiving the MIDI is how it's gonna be recorded. So that's the reason why I set it to step. Because most of the time, when I'm doing just drums, I'm just gonna have it set to step because I don't need anything super like off grid or anything like that. And if I do, then I'll just manually do it. This is coming out crazy. the keyboard shortcut for the hi-hat roll is Command U. Change the kick pattern. I want to make this way more bouncy. Let's go ahead and just do the 808s first. Yeah, that's it right there. Let's redo this kick pattern. I'm gonna pitch everything up one step. This is going crazy right now. This is out of here. And then the 808, we gotta change that. So for the first, so right now I'm doing the verse. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Yo, what's going on? Shout out to the Netherlands. Yeah. hook. Yep. But yeah, so there you have it. That's pretty much a full beat right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put an intro on this joint. Let's do that. No, let's do the chords first. One, two, yeah. 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 So, you said, how do you rename the microphone audio recording simulation with FL? So pretty much what you can do is, there's a few ways you can do it. So you can double click it, and if you have like a wheel, like a scroll wheel on your mouse, which most of you guys do, just press that button and it'll pop up and you can rename it. So obviously this right here is the hi-hat. Or you can hold shift and click it and then name it hi-hat. Or you can hit option F2. Or no, that's the wait, that's not it. Hold on. Or is it F? No, it's F. It's just F2. I'm sorry. If you have a Mac, then it's F and F2. Do you do reggae beats? I can. Alright, I'm gonna play this from the top. I'm gonna do one more beat for you guys. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Yeah. 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 That I'm not sure of. But when I'm saving beats, I never save FLPs. I always save zip loop packages. Because the thing, regardless if you rename it or not, if you save it as an FLP and say you do because like in this situation, I consolidated the MIDI. So obviously it's going to turn the file name to like pattern, whatever pattern it is, parentheses consolidated. So the issue that you come across if you just do FLPs and you're consolidating a bunch of different patterns, FL will sometimes look for the first file named with that name, and regardless if you did it on a whole nother date, it's just going to look for the first file that comes up as pattern. Like say if it's pattern 11 that you consolidated, it'll say pattern 11 consolidated or parentheses consolidated, but it might pull it from a whole nother beat. So that's why you always want to save your beats as zip loop packages. I'm going to show you guys right now really quick. I do too. I'm in the process of cooking up right now, but after hearing this, I gotta change up everything. Nah, continue doing what you was doing. I'm just here to show you guys this new free kit. This is one of the dopest sample makers in the game, like top tier. And I'm just glad to have him on the Slap Experts team. Like this dude is super crazy, and just giving out samples like this is just wild. Like it's crazy. But anywho, so you know how you go to file and save. Obviously, this really goes for Mac people as far as like how this looks, but it correlates across the board. I don't care if you're using Windows or any other operating system. So the file format you're going to want to choose is zipped song file, right? And then obviously pick wherever you want to save the file at. Let me go ahead and do that right now. FLPs. And then I'm going to name this, gosh, xnab. And then whatever, I'm just call this get light. And like I said, these kits are 100% royalty free. So you don't have to give us or give Nabeyin, in this particular situation, you don't have to give Nabeyin credit unless you really want to, depending on the situation. melody first or chords. Mostly chords for me when I'm starting off beats. But but yeah, everything's 100% royalty free. We're not gonna come at your neck if you get a Drake placement with one of these free samples. We just want to be able to give value and make sure that you guys are, provided with tools that that can give you that the industry sound, that super high quality. You know, we're trying to just kind of just 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 give back in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you guys are, just making some dope music, man. Because I've said in my streams before, I wasn't able to, get the sounds that I have now and have the drum kits and samples that I have if it wasn't for, meeting the cool people that I know, like Curtis King and Simon Shavita and obviously Nabeyin and a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we want to just be able to make sure you guys have that as well. It is super accessible and a lot of it is free. Let me see. It's a mixing technique that helps your stuff avoid distorting. Okay, hold on. How do you get your kicks to always punch through the mix so cleanly? I'm gonna show you guys on the next beat right now. You rap or no? I don't rap. I just produce. I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else in the chat right now. But anywho, back to how you save your beats. So make sure you guys save your stuff as zipped song files. And the reason why I say this is because every time going back to the whole like the audio files and the pattern consolidation stuff, like if you save the stuff as a zip loop package, regardless of how you name it, it's gonna what FL does is bring all the files that you used in the beat and puts it in a zip file. Then where every time you open up that zip file to like if you want to say you want to change something in there, it's gonna pull up all of those samples or drum patterns or whatever you used in that beat, plugins and everything. You can open it on any computer, like exactly the same way. Because I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but if you send an FLP to somebody that you're trying to collab with, if it's just an FLP, regardless if they have the same sounds or not, FL is going to try to look for the same exact directory that it had to go through to get the original files. So, for example, say you have Oh Gosh Drum Kit Volume 4, the folder, inside of your documents, right, on your computer. But your friend has the same drum kit, but his is on his desktop. Your computer is going to take forever to look for those files because that FLP is telling the FLP is reading it as if the files are still in the documents. But if it's in the zip loop package, then it doesn't even matter. It's going to open whatever's in the zip loop package. Oh gosh, I was able to get a placement with your melody from the Leo's experience. That's fire. That's what I'm saying. Like, kudos, man. I'm glad that I was able to provide that for you, man. Like, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to do. But yeah, let's get back into it. So yeah, that's why I do zip loop packages. As you can see, everything right here, except for like a couple of them because I accidentally saved them as regular FLPs. They're all zip loop packages. So yeah, there you have it. I do not use Citrus, so I'm not really sure why it's doing that exactly. I haven't used Citrus in years, actually. One second, guys. All right, any more questions before I get started on this next beat? All right, let's go ahead and get started. So now that that's saved, I'm gonna go ahead and start another joint. Do you gain stage? I feel like I don't. or no, I feel like that. How does it make any sense? I feel like I sometimes do it naturally, like I'm just kind of like just doing it as I go, but not really. Honestly, I just be making beats and just tweaking stuff until I feel like it's right. Um, how do you make your plugins open faster on FL? Having a lot of RAM. I just upgraded my computer to 64 gigabytes of RAM, so my plugins be opening up super quickly. And as you can see from the last beat, for those of you that did see, actually, because I know a lot of you are just jumping in now, um, I didn't use any plugins. I mean, I used like one, which was like sound delay, and that was only just to shift the sample over a little bit to give it that swing. But other than that, I use just a sample on my drums. And that's the beauty of using samples, especially royalty-free samples, because you ain't got to worry about nothing as far as anybody trying to come at you for anything, for any type of clearance. And you save your computer so much more space. I mean, I'm not saying to use samples all the time. Like, obviously, get plugins and make your own samples too. But, like, whenever you're just trying to just crank and just make a bunch of beats, samples are the way to go, man. Like, especially when it's your homie samples. Like, always use samples from people that you know and then from reliable companies like Slap Experts. When you use our samples, we're not gonna freaking come at you. This is not like I'm not gonna name drop right now, but I'm sure you guys know those companies that are not royalty free. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of scary to use our stuff. Um, you guys get how royalties work. I don't have to explain. So yeah, let's go back to the Nabeyin Oasis kit. Let's see what we want to flip next. Yeah, I'll do that with this next beat right now. Yo, what's going on? All right, so I'm gonna just stay home. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag all the samples in here, or all the stems. We're gonna put it to 120, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lock it to grid because I might go faster. I mean, these other companies. I'm not gonna say that they're vultures because they do give you the opportunity to buy their samples and like sell beats with them. But the only issue that you do come across is when you use your samples. Sometimes if you get like a placement, or even if you don't get a placement, say you're doing a beat tape and you use a sample, there's a possibility that you might get flagged because of content ID, and that is like that's the type of stuff you don't want to run into, which is why I always try to use royalty free stuff because you don't have to run into that issue regardless of the situation. I'm gonna go to 140 on this joint. So do I recommend saving all sessions projects as yep, all the time. Zip packages is the way to go. Use the one shots. I'll do that on the next beat. I'm gonna just add some drums to this, and I'm gonna pitch this one down 2 steps on every one. Yeah, and I didn't even know if that's the case. If they really want a cut of the beat sales too, but who wants to have to put that in their beat stars or airbit information? Like that's a lot of work. You already bought the sample kit. Like why do you want to go through all the extra nonsense? Like what if you're making hundreds of I guess at that point if you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, that's what they're hoping for, obviously, when they're buying your kits. But even with us, like if you're making hundreds of millions of dollars, so I can't even send it. Yeah, because now I'm contradicting myself. So if you get our samples and you're making hundreds of millions of dollars off of beat sales because you're using all of our samples, kudos to you, man. I mean, you did something. You did something right. Yeah, asking for a cut of people's beat sales is wild. I've never heard of that, and if that's like for real, then y'all need to stop playing and come to Slap Experts and get our you know, you can get free stuff. You can stuff, there's stuff on there that you can buy. Everything's 100% royalty free. Like, if that's crazy. I didn't even know that. Please don't tell me who it is. I don't want to know. That's out here, you know, gouging for a change. That's crazy. All right, no more drama. Let's get back into the beats. That's crazy. You make slappers with my kids. Yeah, I'm sure you do, because that's what we're providing is nothing but slaps and quality drums. No lie, check me out. Yo, email me, send me some stuff. I'm always down to hear what you guys are doing with my sounds. How do I only have 2K subs? Man, I just started using YouTube, man. I need to be more consistent on here, I will say, but you know, that's my fault. I need to just do more videos and stuff like that, and I haven't. But I'm trying my best to give you guys some content. I'm going to be starting classes soon, actually. Oh, that's another question. So for those of you that are here, would you guys be down to pay for a 2 to 3 hour FL Studio class? Like, I give out a Zoom link. You guys pay to get in, and you guys are able to pretty much you know, join the Zoom, and I ask whatever questions you guys want. It's gonna be kind of like a YouTube tutorial, but way more in depth, because there's only so much that I can fit in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? With a Zoom, I can actually go in super in depth on how I freaking manipulate samples, how I, like, say for example, I'm covering samples, how I chop up samples. There's so many ways you can chop up samples. What's the name of that blue plug, that gray and blue plugin? Are you talking about Sound Delay? This one? Oh, Sound Shifter. You're talking about Sound Shifter. That's yeah, it's called Sound Shifter by Waves. But yeah, anywho, like say I'm covering samples, how to chop samples. I'm not gonna just show you one way like a lot of these YouTubers do. Like they'll show you. You have to watch 5 different videos to watch 5 different ways on how to chop a sample. In my class, I will go over pretty much all the ways you can go about sampling, how you can manipulate samples, how you can process your samples. Yeah, just super in depth. How much would it be? I haven't figured that out yet, because I'm still trying to figure out exactly how many people I'm going to have in the class, because, you know, there's going to be a lot of people that want to join for sure. So once I figure that out, I'm gonna let you guys know soon. But just keep that in mind, guys. I will be doing a class on whatever you guys want me to cover, like super in depth. Like this is gonna be far beyond a YouTube tutorial. This is gonna be something that you can watch one time and you just get it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like my YouTube videos kind of do that already, but you know, it's way better when you're kind of face to face. I forgot I have that sound shifter thing on. Let me take that off right now. Yo, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. ogoshbeats@gmail.com is my email. ogoshbeats@gmail.com. Yo, go release a kit. Just go to YouTube, learn some how to synthesize and how to sculpt drums. I know Simon Shavita just dropped a video on how to do that. Vapor God. I am using Yamaha HS5s and Yamaha HS7s. Thank you for sharing with us, by the way. Oh yeah, of course. Content ID. So pretty much what Content ID is one of those things. So like, say you, Drake, he just dropped, today, or was a lot. Yeah, he dropped today. So say you release the same, like you just leaked one of his songs on your YouTube account, and you know how like obviously you're going to get flagged because YouTube recognizes the content pretty much. It recognizes the content. So, and how it's doing that, they have like this algorithm that kind of like reads the like the audio in a sense. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm sure there's videos on it, but pretty much what it does, it's kind of like creating an ID for that song once it's uploaded officially. And then if you're trying to upload it again somewhere else, YouTube or Spotify or whatever the case, they're like, oh, we've heard this before, or we recognize the same file or the same audio. And then what it does is they'll just pretty much take it down, you'll get flagged. And yeah, that's the power of Content ID. It's more complex than that for sure, but that's kind of the idea. Like, if you upload like a sampled beat on SoundCloud and it's very obvious what sample you're using, you're going to get flagged because SoundCloud recognizes that you're using someone else's content. Oh, our one-shot drum samples royalty free. Oh yeah, if you're over here trying to take dollars for drum samples, you're nuts. that workflow just kind of grew over time. Once you use a program for so long, you kind of know this thing like the back of your hand. It becomes second nature. Is this your new drum pack? Yes. But what I'm going over today, really, don't focus on the drum kit. Obviously, if you want to get it, you can go cop it. But this is the new free sample pack. All these samples are made by Nabeyin. I don't know if he's still here, but yeah, he's the one that created all the samples that I'm using here today. And it's a free sample pack. If you hit the link in my description, make sure you guys sign up to the mailing list. So every time we drop a new free kit or a kit in general, any type of content, you guys can pretty much, you'll be the first ones to know. How do you change the key of your 808s? So in FL, you just right click the notes on here. Right now I'm hitting one key on my keyboard, but I'm right clicking these different keys on the what is this called? I don't even know what the heck this is called. But pretty much you can change the root note on here. And there you have it. That's another beat made with the sample. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into making a beat with the one-shots. Let me save this first. And remember, guys, save your beats as zip loop packages. Don't save them as FLPs. Because you're going to get a new computer one day and be mad that you can't open up old beats. What's this sample called again? Hold on. Stay home. Yo, how many of you guys in here are essential workers? I'm just curious. How many of you guys are essential workers right now? I'm curious. I don't even have a job. Hey, it's all good, man. So I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now. So this is just a sampler kit of the official free pack that's coming out next week. But if you guys, I'm gonna show you guys the commercial for it really quick, just so you guys can get a glimpse of the vibe. Obviously, you guys are vibing with what I'm doing right now. Hold on, let me change the sound on here. So that's gonna be the official commercial for the kit that drops next week. I lost mine because of the Rona. That sucks. But if you're a producer, which I'm gonna say that yeah, that's my email right there, Tank. You can go, I'm gonna go ahead and show that. What's it called? But yeah, for those of you that are essential workers, I appreciate you guys because you guys are going through crazy situations right now with these with these panic buyers and things like that is wild out here. But you guys are almost done. I promise. I'm sure. I mean, for those of you that aren't, I hope you guys are taking the time right now to do something that you guys really like doing, and for something that you've been wanting to do, you guys are actually taking the time to, figure some stuff out as far as like if you wanted to learn how to ride a bike for whatever reason, this is the perfect time to figure out how to ride a bike. You know what I'm saying? Not that specifically, but you know what I'm saying. Like if you've been wanting to learn how to make beats and do like the crazy 808 slides and learn how to swing your drums, right now is the perfect time to do that. And obviously, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to do that during this time. But yeah, if you guys really want to hone in on your crafts, whatever it is that you're trying to do, even if it's with schooling, like just really take advantage of this time, and just go ham. Like don't BS. Like go ham and make sure you get something done. Let me go ahead and go to where'd it go? My 808 slides barely work. Well, we gonna fix that. There's videos online on how to do it, but I'll show you guys how I do them. All right. What's crazy? I haven't even heard the one shots in this kit yet. I'm sure they're crazy. All right. Okay. So, in the sampler, there's only going to be these three right here. But it's pretty much these sounds are processed through Nabeyin's processing chain. So this says old road. So he probably, got a road piano, or not got a road piano, but he, went to someone's studio, played an actual road, recorded it, and did some processing on it just to make it sound the way it sounds. Are you a full-time producer? Yes, this is literally what I do. I'm gonna go ahead and drag this in here. All right, so I'm not gonna show you guys how to, because there's a bunch of different ways that you can use one shots, but I'm gonna just use it as is right now. You said he was gonna mix the beat I just made. Oh, I did say that. I completely forgot. My bad. I got sidetracked with all the questions you guys were asking, so that's my bad. Let me go ahead and fix my sustain pedal really quick because it's not working for me right now. All right, 1 second. For some odd reason, when I open up Pro Tools, it resets my parameters from my keyboard, and I gotta go to the actual Complete Control app and reset it. I don't understand. Wait, let me fix this right quick. Pedals. Oh my God. Okay. Give me a couple seconds, guys. I gotta do a couple things to get it to work. I don't know why it does this. All right, so I gotta set this to switch, control change, set this to 1, set this to 64, set this to gate, So this is 0, 127. All right, we're on. Perfect. All right, let's do it. Even if you don't like have FL like me, you can't learn a lot about technique and transitions from just watching. Oh, yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a drum break from my drum kit and just add some keys with or some sounds from the one shots. Where's my drum kit at? Oh gosh, kids. Let's do this one. So we're at 144. This is crazy. Let me go ahead and record that. Okay, so now in this case, I'm not gonna have it set to step. I'm gonna go ahead and set it to line because I don't wanna quantize the audio or the MIDI. Let's do it again. We got ourselves a chord pattern. Yeah. This is crazy. Let's go ahead and add a bass in there. I'm mad that this beat sounds like a Nabeyin beat, and it's because I'm using his samples right now. All right. And then the other one shot that he has, I'll just throw that in there. Yeah. It's a J. Cole type beat right here. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and clone this one shot, the Rhodes, and I'm gonna pitch it up a whole step. And I'm gonna add a crossfade to it. And use it as a lead. some now. He said, "This sounds like some FKJ featuring Masego type crap." Hey, stall me out. You know what? I'm a huge fan of Masego. That dude's crazy and super musical. So I'm not using any VSTs right now. Everything is one shots from the sample kit. That would most likely be the hook. And then I'll make that the verse. You know what would be super tight if I made this? It and put an actual drum pattern over it to give it that slap. Hold on, let me do that right now. I'm gonna just throw one of my loops over it. Ooh. Let's see what this sounded like. Oh yeah, the EQ, that EQ saves you so much CPU opposed to just using like a stock EQ. Because I'm only doing a simple like, you know, low pass and high pass. Let me actually consolidate that, the chords. Let's do a little break right there. Let me actually pitch everything up 2 steps. God, this is crazy. 1, 2. So yeah, all of these sounds you can get right now in the link in the description. I use nothing but one shots on this beat in particular, and I use my drum loops for my last drum kit, which is for sale right now. But yeah, all of the sounds, like the melodies, all from Nabeyin's kit. You guys can get those for free right now. There's a sampler link in the description. Click that link, sign up, and you'll get it instantly. And you can literally copy this video verbatim. I do not care. We want you guys to have all of these sounds. Who do you produce for? I'm still trying to get your email. It's ohgoshbeats@gmail.com. Yeah, this beat is crazy. I'm gonna play from the top and I'm gonna get out of here. There you have it, guys. I just cooked the 3 beats for you guys within I don't know how long I've been in the stream. I want to say like maybe 2 hours. But yeah, there you have it, guys. That's Nabeyin's free sampler pack right now available. At first, it was only available to those of you that are in the mailing list. But if you're not, you can sign up right now. So whenever we do drop anything, you guys will be the first to know. Like I said, this doesn't actually come out till May 5th, which is Tuesday. So you guys can get the sampler right now and then get the full one on the 5th. Yeah, I use nothing but those sounds. The first two beats were his samples, obviously, but these ones are going to be his one shots. And I, made something from scratch. I use all three of the sounds and made something crazy with it. As you can see, it is very possible to make fire without having to use plugins. My computer has 950 megabytes of RAM used in this session alone. And if I was using Omnisphere, like in this case, I'd probably have two Omnispheres open, and a Trillion open, and maybe a Keyscape. And my computer's pretty fast, so it would handle it. But for those of you that don't have fast computers, you know what I'm saying, you would be going through hell and high water. So make sure you guys go get this kit. Like I said, it's free in the description. You guys will save yourself a lot of space, a lot of time. Everything is already processed for you, so all you got to do is drag and drop, plug and play. As simple as that. So, yeah, any more questions before I get out of here? I'm going to go get me some food and things. But before I do that, do you guys have any questions before before I dip out of here? Oh, also, yeah, shout out Nabeyin, man. Again, I've been shouting him out all day, but yeah, make sure you guys follow him on Instagram, Twitter. I believe he does have a YouTube account. Follow everything that he does. That dude's amazing. How do you consolidate the tracks again? So okay, if I want to consolidate the tracks, say I want to consolidate these chords right here. So what you're gonna do is, on Mac, you're gonna select it and hit Command Option C. Oh wait, I deleted it. My bad. So Command Option C, and it'll bring up the consolidation window. Or if you're on if you're on what's it called? If you're on PC, you hit Control Alt C, and that's how you consolidate. What is another? And then you can either go to the options over here. I think it's Edit. How do you do it? I always learn the oh yeah, so you go to the little options drop down menu, you go to tools and then consolidate playlist selection, and from selection start. Can we listen to a Lost Time, please? Yes, I'll play it for you right now. Tricks for learning scales. There's really no tricks to it. Everything is super fundamental when it comes to doing scales. So once you learn a scale, you can apply those same intervals and numberings to any key, and it'll sound exactly the same, just in a different key. So I guess one trick really is remembering the numbers, right? So like say I'm doing C minor. C minor is. Well, actually, no, I'm not in C minor no more. Am I? I think I transposed. Oh no, I didn't transpose. Okay, so C minor, which is gonna be C, D, D sharp, F, G, G sharp, A sharp, C. So in order for you to remember, this is like a trick that helped me remember scales. So like going from one note to the next, I had to skip skip one note on the keyboard, right? So that's gonna be a whole step. But to get to the next note, it's only one note. I'm going to like the next one over. As you can see right here on the FL, that's a half step. So it's pretty much whole. So if you remember this, whole, half, whole, half, whole. So what is it? I forgot what they would call it, like as far as the numbers go. But pretty much is, so from the C is gonna be whole, half, whole, half, whole. So whole, half, whole, half, whole. Wait, whole, half. Sorry, whole, half, whole, half, whole. Yeah, that's how I remembered scales. Please, thanks so much. Where are you going? When are you going live again? I don't know. It's very random. I'm gonna try my best to make it a consistent thing, but mainly I want to really get these tutorials done for you guys. And I just actually came across a dope video editor. So I'm gonna be able to crank out videos for you guys like crazy. So yeah, just make sure you guys subscribe so you guys get notified when I do drop a video because I will be dropping one next week for sure. I promise. Um, do you copyright your loot packs? No, everything is 100% royalty free. When you go to slapexpress.com, we can't stress enough how much our stuff is 100% royalty free. When you go on the website, you can download anything that's free. You can buy anything that you buy is still royalty free. Do as you please with the samples, please. Like, have fun. That's the point of us doing Slap Experts, so that you guys can have sounds that you guys can go to. Um, you know, everything you need is going to be there. And there's so many dope people involved, like myself, obviously, and Nabeyin, and Curtis King, Wyland Beats, Aaron Barber, Nicholas Gray. Like, we're all super inclined musically. So, yeah, there's nothing but dope content. As you can see, like, I've used nothing but quality today. You know, that's all we're trying to give out. Just free, our 100% royalty free quality. You guys have, like, no, it's a no stress zone pretty much. Post notifications are on. Okay, fire. Appreciate that. Much love and more blessings. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for kicking it with me. I appreciate it. If you guys want me to hear your beats, yo, just email them to me at ohgoshbeats@gmail.com. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. Then I'll wait next time I do go live. You guys get a notification. Anytime I drop any type of tutorial, you guys will get notified. And also make sure you guys join the mailing list because that's how you guys will find out about my classes that I spoke about earlier. So a big placement will still be royalty free. If you get like I said earlier, if you get a placement with Drake, and they paid you $12,000, $10,000 for that beat, that's all you. And if you want to give me credit, by all means, I don't care if you do or not. But that's not the point of Slap Experts. We're just trying to give you guys the tools that you guys need so you guys can create freely, stress free, no issues. You don't want to. I hate this. I've had a situation where I got me and Nabeyin actually, which is crazy out here. We got a placement on a TV show called. Actually, I'm not gonna name the TV show right now, but we got a placement on a TV show, and I had to email the producer that made the sample because I used one of his samples, and it was such a hassle to get in contact with him, and he was from somewhere not in the U.S., so he didn't know how to really type in English or speak English or type English really. So it was just difficult, So with that being said, we're not trying to have to go through all that with you guys. So we have a lot of fans and supporters from around the world. We just want to make sure everybody is just getting something that they can use without having to think about it. What if I want that zip? You mean this zip? Sheesh, email me. If you email me, I'll send it to you. Maybe, I don't know. Damn, I missed a click up. Yeah, so if you guys are just joining and you missed it, it's going to be, once I get off of here, it's going to be posted. So you guys will be able to watch this all over again if you want to. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to send a zip because if you go back to the video, if you get these free kits, you can literally do exactly what I did verbatim. I don't care. You can go ahead and watch these videos over again and do exactly what I did. I didn't even do much. And the video's not going to be that long. I want to say the maximum 2 hours, maybe. But yeah, just watch it again, and you'll be able to, just redo the beat verbatim. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here and get me some food and get ready for my session. But you guys have a good day, man. I really do appreciate you guys for kicking it. You guys have a good one. Peace.